What up, guys? We are going to be doing a Rebirth sucks video because this team sucks in war. They're actually great in raids. They're phenomenal even. I'm going to make a video on that later. You got to build the team up. If you're doing 3.5, you got to build the team all the way up. But we're going to do a bunch of war fights here. I'm going to show you what I think are the most efficient teams, teams that don't work, teams that are sketchy, I guess, if you want to try it, and then a bunch of overkill teams, because this team is not great in war defense. They probably have some uses in war offense. I'll try and find those in a different video. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this. And the format's weird, and you're going to notice it. Obviously, I'm invisible, and I'm not taking the actions to change that, because I will be putting or cutting this up into shorts. So we have a bunch. They're going to be sped up, a minute long, max per fight. And let's go ahead and get into that right now. Let me pull these boys up. Yeah, we got some characters joining us. We got Peggy and we got Ancient Venom. So, I'm hiding everything here. So this is going to be a boosted dagger team, 180k punch up, and it all depends on the size of your dagger. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. We're going to have to get rid of these guys, and I'll have to hide. Oh, we're butchering it. Luckily, this is not going to be part of the shorts. I'll hide myself over here, I suppose. All right, let's go. So the idea of this team is you're really just boosting dagger with Starlord. So we're going to have, you need Emma, Cloak, Dagger, Death Pool, and Starlord. And you want to give energy to the dagger, of course. Big thing you want to do here is you want to do the Death Pool special, making sure it hits Peggy Carter, because that's going to pull all the deflex off her. Then you get to throw a bunch of debuffs. The more defense downs you land, the easier this is going to be. And as you see right there, just gets absolutely torn up. The dagger ultimate erases everybody. Fortunately for the vast majority of the population, you're going to have a bigger dagger than people will have their Rebirth teams. Now, this is for you guys watching it on the main channel. If you guys notice I just go quiet at some points, it's because I'm trying to communicate this in a shorts format, so I'm not trying to give any additional info than is absolutely necessary, especially because if it goes over that 1 minute, then I have to like re-record it, and we're going to do a bunch of these in a row. So if it seems a little weird, that's why. But I have to upload this publicly to even be able to cut it into shorts. It's a really weird system. I hope they change it soon, but I know a lot of you like just to watch the main videos anyway. So we're now going to show Cable. Now, it can go absolutely wrong with Cable because it becomes a coin flip between... Well, let's do this part of the shorts. Let's go. So this is another version of the boosted dagger team, but instead of using Emma or Fury, we're going to use Cable. And the problem with this is that it becomes a coin flip between Dagger and Peggy Carter and US Agent. Most importantly, Peggy, because as you see here, she's going to cleanse all the debuffs, taking the blinds off the enemy characters. Now, Dagger can ult, but she's not ulting into any defense downs. The enemy doesn't have as many blinds as they otherwise would. And as you see, just the power creep nature of Rebirth versus New Warriors starts kicking in, and you get absolutely demolished. So I wouldn't suggest using Cable unless you are absolutely forced to, because you have Emma on defense and you need Fury elsewhere. Use the better speed characters. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's go! They lost so hard at the end there, the mirror froze. Yeah, I'm also going to be throwing that at the end of everything. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go, because it's a shorts format, and I'm trying to push the shorts and push the channel a little bit harder now. So I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're going to hear that, you know, another 14 times, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, coming up next, we got the Z Factor with Force. And we're doing 212k punch up. And the idea here is you have to get a crit. We'll get into it. All right, another counter for your big Rebirth teams is going to be your Z Factor with Force. And that's Zemo and X-23 with your Dad Bros and Polaris. But you need to get a crit. So I do suggest having Raider on every single character. Make sure you're using the Zemo ultimate on somebody who lost their deflex, because there is a chance that some of these Rebirth characters will keep their deflex. Pepper in just a bunch of AoE that's going to give X-23 so much speed to work with. You see she takes 2 turns in a row there. She takes out the Agent Venom. Polaris is going to give a bunch of immunity, but also just a huge amount of critting. And then we take them out lickety split real quick. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let's go! Alright, now here's the Z Factor with Force if it goes bad. So we had another video where we showed a Z Factor with Force against the Rebirth team. I just wanted to show you what happens if you do not get a crit. So I'm not going to use the AoE from Zemo here. I'm just going to like basic Captain America because he's so likely to block it, which he does right there. So we're down 1 crit. And we also have Striker on X23 in here. If you want to do this matchup, I do suggest making a Raider. So far, everything looks the same, right? We're doing good. We're getting a bunch of turns on X23 here. She's even going to get to ult. She's going to take out the Winter Soldier. That's fantastic. She's still stuck behind that taunting Captain America, though. And now Peggy's going to go. And she just obliterates your team. She does get offense up when they do deflex, so make sure you watch out for that. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's go! God, that shit's even annoying to me already. Now we're going to do Tangled Web with Cloak and Dagger. This is only an 80k punch-up. So we're doing Tangled Web with Cloak and Dagger. This is only an 80k punch-up, but this is the most foolproof counter to the Rebirth team. Nothing will make the Rebirth team beat this, hold this when they're on defense. Even characters like Chavez and Emo, or Chavez and whoever else thrown in there gets absolutely destroyed by this. And as you see, we get a bunch of slows on the Peggy Carter, which lets all my characters go first, and we just rip through them. And even if they did start getting turns, we have the protection from the Spider Weaver charges. It's not difficult at all. All right, not gonna lie, guys, I blacked out there for a second. I just started watching it, so we're gonna rewind this a little bit because I have to actually talk through what's happening for the shorts. All right, then we got Tangled Web with Cloak and Dagger. This is only 80k punch-up, but this is the most secure method. It's foolproof. Not even Chavez will change how this operates. So you want a Noir special to Peggy Carter. That's going to peel off all of her deflex. And then you need to get a slow to land. You can get a slow to land from 2099's ultimate, which is great. You can then stun Peggy Carter. You can also get a slow with Cloak, so you don't even need to stun Peggy Carter if you don't feel like it. Because you got a slow on Peggy, Dagger's going to get to go first, and the damage is just tremendous. The only thing that could possibly stop this is if Captain America isn't in a corner, but because Captain America in a corner messes with other counters more, you're going to get the win. And even if Captain America is not in that corner, you'll still be fine. So this is an easy win, pretty foolproof. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's go! Alright, Shadowlands. These are now teams not to do. This is a like 300k punch-up. Now we're doing Shadowlands. This is like a 300k punch-up, but now we're looking at teams not to use against Rebirth. Everything is going to go right in this matchup, but I'm still going to lose. So I get the Peggy Carter dead. She's not going to heal. She's not going to cleanse anybody. And I got blinds on both Winter Soldier and on Agent Venom, so they're not going to one-shot anybody out the gate. But I get stuck. I can't get through this Captain America. Even Elektra Ultimate as a skirmisher is not going to peel off that taunt. And I'm just stuck, and I'm starting to take big hits here. Winter Soldier erases my White Tiger. You know the characters are hard targeted to go for White Tiger, so it's not going to work. We get to go through the US Agent, which is also great, but we've lost Night Nurse along the way. Now it's just the two old school characters. And we get obliterated. This is bad. Don't do this attack on big Rebirth teams. If it's a giant punch down, this can absolutely work, but be careful. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let's go! So then we got Ravagers as another B-tier offensive team you can try against the Rebirth. The problem here is if you don't land defense down or blind from T'Challa, it can get very scary. So I'm actually going to win this fight, but I've lost this fight more often than I like to admit because of the one-shotting potential from Winter Soldier and Agent Venom. If they decide to one-shot Stitcher or one-shot Boomer or one-shot T'Challa because you don't have a stupid 7-red star T'Challa like I do, you will very quickly lose this matchup. I don't suggest taking this match unless you absolutely have to because you're ran out of counters and you're just back up against the wall. This video makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let's go! This one's funny, guys. This one's actually hilarious. Okay, Bionic Avengers are another B-tier war offensive team that people have been starting to lean on. Do not try Bionic Avengers against Rebirth. They are simply too slow. Deathlock might go before them. He does have Tide Speed with US Agent and Peggy Carter, and that might be the only turn you get, because Winter Soldier and Agent Venom are likely to start one-shotting people. This is actually going to be the best version of this, where I take Peggy Carter out with Iron Man. I've had Iron Man die more often than not before he gets a turn, as well as Viv, as well as Vision. It can get very rough here, and it's definitely not worth it. I suppose if your back's up against the wall and you just need to cripple this team and someone else is going to clear it because you're out of counters during your war races at the very end, this is an option, but not one I would like. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let's go. All right, now we're getting to overkills. Alright, this would be an absolute waste of your Gamma team, but if you want to see how it plays out, just make sure you accept the fight with 5 Gamma characters selected, hit auto, and then walk away. Go make a coffee. Go enjoy your breakfast. This one is free. It's easy. I'm going to play it as wrong as possible and still get the win. Look, I didn't even have to hit that Captain America. He lost his taunt. I could have went over and stunned Peggy so she couldn't heal. So many turns transpire, all of a sudden Red Hulk's like, you know what, this is ridiculous, why am I still in this matchup? He's about to ult, and then it's done. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let's go. I'm gonna stop saying let's go, that's ridiculous. This would be another waste of a team. Darkhold doing a punch across against Rebirth. You're likely to have a big Darkhold, so this is probably going to be the case for most people. Unless you hit like auto basic, I can't see this matchup losing. But if you want to play it securely, I guess just control the Peggy Carter. And then by the time Morgan has her special come around, you're going to get a very easy win here. Clever skirmishers on both Scarlet Witch and on Morgan Le Fay. Not Morgan Le Fay, sorry. Agatha can make sure that you don't get stuck behind the Captain America taunt. There you go. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Undying. This one's also funny. Might as well bring Ant-Man. All right, if you don't like your alliance and you want to waste your Undying, you can go ahead and throw them at Rebirth. You might as well throw 3 of your lowest characters with them. Maybe Pimtech. Who knows? You're going to get to go first because Iron Man Zombie has speed up on spawn, and then Greg can kill himself with the special, making Hela go first. You spread off of whatever Iron Man Zombie hit, and then the enemy team is simply going to take themselves out. So this can be used, I suppose. It feels like a mega waste. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let's go. I didn't want to say let's go again. Here you go, War Dogs. So War Dogs can absolutely be used to counter Rebirth. It does seem like a bit of a waste, but if you've managed your roster appropriately, maybe you just have War Dogs hanging around, ready to go. Just make sure you target Peggy Carter and use the Black Panther 1 million special to get a lot of defense downs out there, and then you're going to be in good shape. Nakia is just going to start ripping people off. Like, I had bad 1 million special procs there. We didn't get barely any defense downs out. And Nakia crit, taking out the Peggy Carter, so I also can't get another reset on my Black Panther, but as you see, it just doesn't matter, because Nakia is killing everybody along the way. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That one was bad. There was no life or energy in that one. All right, Infinity Watch. Here's a pretty reasonable use to take out giant Rebirth teams. It's going to be your Infinity Watch. Your Infinity Watch team, similar to the Tangled Web with Cloak and Dagger, can be used to take out Rebirth if they, say, have Chavez in there or Emma. You soak the hits so well. You have great controlling. With all the assists coming from Nebula, you never really get stuck behind the Captain America taunt. I play this one poorly. I push someone before Captain America's taunting, so he starts taunting. Whereas I could have slow played it, not pushed anybody, or started all my attacks on Captain America, got the ability block on Peggy, and got this done way sooner. So if you have your Infinity Watch laying around and you just want to take out some giant Rebirth, it's a great use for them. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more War and Crucible videos. That was better, right? That was a bit better. All right, Weapon X. All right, now we're going to do a punch across with Weapon X into Rebirth. This is absolutely ridiculously overkill. This makes no sense at all. You could probably hit auto and walk away on this one as well. I like just making sure I hit Peggy, then Sabretooth is going to put Disrupt on Captain America. He's going to lose his taunt from Silver Samurai Assist or just from death, whatever happens first. And then you can just do whatever you want. With the trauma, it's an absolute win. I think, yeah, Omega Red even goes before everybody unless US Agent Peggy went first. So it's tough. Damn it, I need to redo that one because I didn't hit in time. See, that's why I can't ramble. I can't be rambling, guys. You guys got me rambling. All right, then we got Weapon X doing a punch across against Rebirth. This is a very easy matchup with the traumas. It is not difficult whatsoever. You could probably hit auto and walk away. Big thing you want to make sure you do is hit Captain America with Sabretooth Ultimate. You might be forced to do this anyway, so it's not going to be very difficult. But this is probably not a great use of Weapon X. For more great War and Crucible content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. There we go, Death Seed. Alright, now we're going to show Death Seed doing a 180k punch up into Rebirth. This one goes about as easy as you think it would. Death Seed probably have them on defense, or maybe you're using them against enemy Tangled Webs on defense, but they work really great here as well. You don't ever get caught behind the Captain America special. Similar to Infinity Watch, the Vulnerables and the Skirmisher and Dark Beast just really help you get away from the Captain America taunting. Not to mention, Peggy Carter is basically going to take herself out when she hits all of your characters who have counters because of your Psylocke. And now you don't have the threat of any reses coming through. I wouldn't say this is a terrible use for your Death Seed team. For more great War and Crucible content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. A-Force plus anyone. So A-Force plus pretty much anybody can quickly take out a Rebirth team. With the trauma and the disrupts that you get to throw out, you should never be stuck behind the Captain America. I'm actually going to play this wrong. You should target Captain America with the Nico Ultimate, and then you can put the Spider-Woman special over on Peggy Carter, making sure she has the ability block. And you just quickly start walking through this. Again, you don't need Surf for this. Makes it a little bit easier, I suppose, but this is a free matchup. For more War and Crucible content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I tried to say Crucible there, and the word just didn't come out. Alright, then we got Secret Avengers with Namor against the Rebirth team. The reason we're not using OG Falcon here is because he has found better use, helping to deal with the new Heroes for Hire meta, where it's a little bit more difficult. But anyway, Namor plus Kestrel makes this an instant win. Kestrel special cannot be blocked, so you will land all those defense downs. With Fury giving speed up to Captain Sam, he's going to go before Peggy and before US Agent, and then it's just a wrap. Even your Namor is going to go before them, making sure more turn meter rewinds come in, hitting more defense down targets. There'll only be 2 left, and you'll be done. Just make sure you hit Peggy Carter with a part of the Kestrel special, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more great War and Crucible content. Unlimited. This one's funny, too. Alright, Unlimited X-Men can also destroy Rebirth very, very easily. Probably a bit of a waste, but honestly, I'd rather do this match than do the mirror matchup, having a sub in Cable. So what you want to do is Rogue Special, the Peggy Carter, and then hit auto. Yeah, you can just hit auto after that, pretty much. Your Rogue is going to have to be able to survive the Winter Soldier Ultimate and the Agent Venom Special. But my Rogue doesn't have any extra red stars. She's sitting at the standard 5 red stars. I know not everybody has that, but you can work your way towards that. She's actually a really good character. So she was never in risk, even against these like 7 red star Rebirth characters. So this is a very, very safe counter. And you just AoE them all down. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more great War and Crucible content. Underworld. Yeah, don't use your Underworld here, guys. Alright, we're going to do a ginormous punch-up with Underworld into Rebirth, but I will say, please never ever use your Underworld against a Rebirth team. They're so much better against Darkhold than any other counter, so best use against Darkhold, 100%. I'm going to go ahead and put the special on Peggy Carter. Then I'm going to hit auto, and you could, again, go make yourself some breakfast. Go to the washroom. Do whatever you got to do. Hug your wife. Kiss your kids. This one is a wrap. I don't think this is going to teach anything, but I wanted to share it with y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more War and Crucible content. And now it ends. There's a black screen, but in the YouTube video, it's going to go boom.